is the name she goes by.
What's going on, everybody? This is BroncoJuggalo, and today I am coming to you with day 6 of Wild Eye Week. Today I did the 2018 anthology film, Welcome to Hell. Before I get into my review of the film, though, just show you a couple pickups. I went to the store the other day, didn't find a ton, just found 2 things actually. One is for me and one is for a friend. I'll let you figure out which one's which. First thing I found was this awesome embossed FHE original releasing of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original movie. I remember FHE when I was a kid. I loved their films. I don't know why, but just seeing that logo brings back such nostalgia for me. So, got that. And then I got this really cool cover, special edition, VHS widescreen edition of Godzilla, the 1997 film. Thought that was kind of cool too. That is it for the pickups, guys. Today, as I said, I did Welcome to Hell from Wild Eye Films. And I don't usually do this, but this is an anthology movie. And there are multiple segments and there are multiple directors. So I'm going to read off the directors. I don't usually do that, but I'm not going to be able to remember them all. We have directed by Tony Newton, Sam Mason Bell, Michael Aguirre, James Bresick, Brad Bruce, Colin Clark, Henrik Clausen, and Jeff Kakmarinsky. That is all the directors that did segments on this. This particular anthology film starts with a couple sitting on the couch trying to figure out what they're going to watch. They've said they've pretty much watched everything on Netflix. They've watched everything on, I don't remember what else they've mentioned. Maybe Shudder. I don't remember. Or maybe it was Hulu. I don't remember. But they basically said they've gone through everything. They couldn't figure out what to watch. All of a sudden, a VHS comes in through the pet door. They pick it up. They bring it over. And on it says Tales from Hell. And they decide to watch it. Now on this tape are 6 different shorts. Does anybody else get that All Hallows Eve kind of vibe? Because that's exactly what this film reminded me of at the beginning. However, unlike All Hallows Eve, which I felt really only had one good segment, this one has good segments throughout. I really enjoyed this movie. And I enjoyed each segment. And I'm not really a big anthology person. Anthology films can be fun, but they're not my bread and butter. They're not my favorite. I do usually prefer a singular story in movies. But I do like, I like some anthology films. I like Creepshow and Creepshow 2. I like this one. Honestly, right now I can't think of any others I really like right now. I'm sure there are more, but I just can't think of them. For this review, for this Wild Eye film, I'm going to do something a little bit different than I usually do. I am going to tell you a little bit about each segment and what I thought of each segment. So instead of doing pros and cons like I usually do, I'm just going to give you a little synopsis on each segment. A very brief synopsis. I'm going to keep this review pretty much spoiler-free because this is a brand new 2018 movie, and I'd like people to watch it and judge for themselves and, not have it spoiled for them. I know I don't do that often, but I do it sometimes. And with this one, too, I believe that I can talk about the things that I liked without spoiling it. Sometimes I can't do that, but this time I think I can. So the first short is called After Hours, and it's not very long, and it was very well shot and very well edited. And that's based on my overall impression of this particular short without giving anything away about the plot. It is, the synopsis is that a detective is trying to solve a murder at a store that happened after everybody had gone home from work. It was definitely interesting, definitely kept my attention, even though, like I said, it was very short. And the ending, I thought left a tiny bit to be desired, but that's okay. I was expecting more to come after the ending, and nothing did. The next one is called Slit, and I really enjoyed this one. an apparent lesbian couple go home and they make love, and then while they're sleeping, a killer comes into the house and basically does what slashers do. But the one thing I really liked about this one is there is a really, really good twist. I also like how this one is shot as well. I thought it looked very good. In fact, for the most part, this entire movie was shot really well and done very well. A lot of times when you get anthology films, especially from a lower budget company, you will get differing degrees of quality. And overall, I thought this one was very good throughout. There are even a couple segments that were intentionally shot to look, like VHS and older. And I really enjoyed those too, but I'll get to those here in a minute. I also really liked the blood in this movie. I thought it was well done. There's a really interesting camera shot that I really enjoy. Basically comes through a wound, and, well, it's not really giving too much away, but one of the people gets their throat slit in this movie, and then the camera is looking out of her throat at the room outside, and I really liked that. I thought that was kind of cool. The next one is called Family Time, and honestly, I found this one to be the most disturbing. This is a very disturbing short, in my opinion. A mother tries to convince her oldest son to kill his father and his little brother so they can carry on an incestuous relationship they have started. And I don't want to give the rest of the thing of the segment away because it's really, really good. It's very demented, and it really shows how fucked up people can be. I do want to give a special shout out to the mother, the person that played the mother. And I'm honestly not sure who it was. I guess I could go back and look at the credits again. When I was looking up this movie on the internet just to see if I can find some extra stuff about it, there really was nothing. I couldn't find anything else about this movie. But anyways, back to Family Time. Very, very disturbing segment. And I don't want to give everything else away, like I said, but this one has a twist that really just hits you where it hurts kind of deal. And it came out of left field for me, and I just didn't really see it coming, even though I probably should have. But it was definitely interesting, and like I said, this one was just kind of disturbing, but it was really good. The next segment is called Dead Therapy, and what it is a group of zombie Holocaust survivors meet for therapy. And it basically revolves around that, and I'm not going to give the rest of it away. But it does have the shot on video look. This is what I was talking about when I said that one of the segments kind of looked like it was shot on video or on VHS. But I believe they did that on purpose. And even though it looked that way, and it was filmed in that style, it still was shot very well. It looked really good. The acting was pretty decent. The only thing I really didn't like in this movie is the puppet work, and I'm not going to tell you what that puppet work was because it'll give away, but I didn't like the puppet work, and that's pretty much it. The next short is a very short short. It's maybe 2 or 3 minutes long, maybe 4. At the most 5. I don't think it went over 5 minutes. But it is just flat out trippy. And basically, the only thing I'm going to say about it is it a dream or is it not? Very trippy, though, very good, and pretty well acted, in my opinion. The last segment in the film is called Maternal Instincts. Now, this one is basically a bar pickup gone wrong with a demonic twist. And it was really entertaining, really good. The acting was not great from our 3 main guys, our 3 main characters. Their acting wasn't great. That was the only real drawback to that one. But other than that, I really enjoyed this segment. I really enjoyed the ending of the segment and how it ended. Overall, I gotta say, I really enjoyed this whole movie. I really liked this one. And I'm really not one for anthologies. There's very few anthologies I really like. And I really like this one. One more slight negative is the way that the movie ends. When we come back to our wraparound story, I thought that they could have done something a little bit different. It's kind of generic, and you really don't get to see much. And then you also don't get to see who it is. And that's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to give it away. So, anyways, I know this is a bit of a shorter review today, guys. It's very late, though. I'm very tired. I had a lot to do today. I had a really bad day at work. I was not happy today. And I came home and I still had some issues and things I had to take care of. And so this review is getting out much later than I wanted it to. I'm very tired. I hope you guys can forgive me. The last day is tomorrow, guys, day 7. And I saved a pretty good one, I think, for tomorrow. Actually, I have no idea because I haven't watched it yet. But overall, guys, if I had to give this one a ranking, I would give it an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie. I liked it a lot, and that's very rare. This movie definitely has a high rewatch value for me. I think this will definitely be at least a once-a-year watch for me. Alright, guys, well, that is it. Don't forget that next Wednesday, Bill and I will be putting up... Don't forget that next Wednesday, Bill and I will be putting up the 500 subs contest. I'm just waiting on the prizes to get here, and that is it. In fact, I think they're here. I got a paper in the mail today saying I had a package I needed to pick up. So I'll go pick that up tomorrow, and maybe my prizes will be here. I can't wait to check them out. This is BroncoJuggalo saying peace, and thank you, Wild Eye.
Thank you, Double G.